Welcome back to the Girl Stop Playin Podcast. It's your favorite homegirl, Koereyelle, here to encourage you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. Y'all know I'm bringing you the information and the conversation to help you make the money and get the honey. You can have it all as long as you are willing to work for it. But this is part 2 of a very special, super important conversation, especially for the Black women who tune in, tap in, plug into this podcast every single week. And this week, I get to introduce y'all to somebody very special, Christine, Mrs. Birth by Grace herself. She's like an Atlanta legend in these birthing streets.
Okay.
You be doing a damn thing, okay? You got a wait list. If you're having a baby, hit her up today. If you're thinking about having a baby, you got to hit her up today to get on a wait list. Christine, give yourself a proper introduction.
Thank you, Koereyelle. That was a lot, girl. I am Christine Taylor. I am a certified nurse midwife and owner of Birth By Grace Midwifery Services.
Why do you think Black women specifically are dealing with so many of the challenges that we are when it comes to the entire birthing process?
So when we talk about that, I like to just jog people's memory and take us way back to when our bodies were stolen from Africa, right? Our bodies, the Black woman's body has never been upheld as anything of value, okay? Our bodies have been mutilated and abused and used as experimentation for different procedures that are happening today in modern medicine, right? So the fact that, we're still dealing with challenges, we know the Black woman is still not regarded, in high regard, her care, her health care, her whole well-being, right? It's not that shocking to me, right? What needs to change is how we approach our own care, because we need to become the defenders, the first line of defense for our own bodies. I don't care who you're going to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just challenging. There's so many, that's a multifaceted, topic, because there's so many things that are held, that we're up against.
What would you say are some of the most common things? Because I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm seeing a lot of, I was obviously a first-time mom, and I was seeking out, alternative options. But I think that you get a lot of people who are not first-time moms, who have, experienced their first birth in a traditional hospital, and then they like, no, sis, the second time around, I'm at least going to explore different options. So what are some of those challenges or struggles that you're seeing most common with the women that you're serving?
When it comes to moms who've had babies already, so they have a point of reference. And they know that whatever they experienced during their first experience, they don't want to experience that again. They know that there's something different, and they seek that intentionally, it's just once you go through something, as a first-time mom, you have no point of reference.
Right.
So you are doing your best to do the research you need to do to navigate. But it's really hard because you don't know, there's so many different things that can happen in pregnancy, and you don't really know the outcome of your birth, what things are going to do or be for you. But that second, third, fourth time around, it's like, okay.
I know what I want now.
I know what I want now. What do they say? 20/20 vision is
hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah, hindsight is 20/20. I know what I don't want. I know what I do want. And then that fear in them breaks down.
Yeah.
And they have a lot more confidence too.
So one thing that we have talked about a couple of times on the show is, we talk a lot about the struggles of getting pregnant. One thing I realized when I was pregnant was like, getting pregnant is one thing. Staying pregnant is another thing that you just don't really know about or hear about or talk about until you're going through the thing. Yeah. What are some of the, things that women who are watching this that are maybe planning for pregnancy, what are some of the things that they could be thinking about or doing now to prepare for the best, most healthy pregnancy?
I love that question, because I think we should have more conversations around planning for your birth, planning your pregnancy so that you can be more prepared as you can be. But it all comes back to like living a healthy lifestyle, and lowering your stress levels,